If you were an NVIDIA fan waiting for the 8 series cards, you've been passed up. The 9 series is here, and here on Tech and Tomorrow, we've got the 980 for you on launch day. Alright folks, so a big thumbs up for that damn reference card. Now me personally, I've always thought the reference cards were really good looking. Not quite as good looking as this shirt. And before I even jump in the video, I want to give a special shout out to the people over at 5-4 Club. And if you want to save yourself 15 bucks, check out the link down in the description below. So what is the 980 all about? I know that most people out there right off the bat, they're going to be thinking, okay, this new 980 is going to be just totally crazily faster than the 780 Ti, and it's actually not. But with the release of this card, the 780 and 780 Ti will now be completely discontinued, and you'll be strictly seeing the 980 and the other cards that are released on launch day, which also includes the 970, which we'll talk about in another video. The big points though really about this card though, double the work, half of the workload. That's the big thing that NVIDIA is pushing on this launch. So basically, if you had everything turned up to the max on your 780 and everything turned up to the max on your 980, the 980 is going to do it more efficiently. So with that new power efficiency, the power requirements are also lower. It's 165 TDP and you only need 2 6-pin power connectors. So the entire theme about the GTX 980 launch is more cores, higher clock speeds, but better efficiency. Now, like I said earlier in the video, the 780 and 780 Ti series cards will be completely discontinued. So the price of the new GTX 980 will be $549 and the 970 will be $329. Now, as far as the architecture of the card goes, this is the GM204, which is based off of Maxwell. Taking a look at the card, you guys can see that the board measures in at 10.5 inches in length and is housed by magnesium alloy. It features 3 DisplayPort connectors, an HDMI 2.0 connector, allowing you to run 4K at 60 Hz, and a dual-link DVI output for a total of 5 connectors. The GTX 980 features 2048 CUDA cores and 16 SM units. The memory subsystem of the GeForce GTX 980 consists of a 256-bit memory interface with 4 GB of GDDR5 memory. The base clock is 1126 with a boost clock of 1216 MHz. One thing to take note of, folks, the boost clock though is based on certain games and certain applications, so results may vary. So those are pretty much the specs, speeds and feeds, all that basic information you guys want to know, but what you guys really want to see is performance scores. So with that said, let's rock out to the benchmark song and see how the GTX 980 scores. Alright folks, so once again you guys get to rock out to the benchmark song. For those of you that are new, that is The Human Zoo, written by Josh Kenson, Jonathan Morrison, and myself, L. Rick Ferris. Hope you guys like that. Now, I want to point out something to you guys. I know you guys are going to have questions. You guys can see that our 780 Ti actually beat the 980, but I want to just point out to you guys that our 780 Ti though, this card is like a serious ass kicker. It's an overclocking demon card. And so seeing that it beats it, it's not really all that surprising, which is what I'll actually touch upon and reiterate upon right now. The 780 Ti was a very fast card, and the 980 is meant to just replace it. It's not so much that this card is going to be dramatically faster, but what it is this. It's cheaper, it's more efficient, it runs cooler, and that's going to allow you to have better overclocking. So all those things combined make the 980 a very solid card. And you guys can see it does beat the 290X in most of the tests. So that's really the thing that they always want to compete against. They want to be able to beat AMD's single GPU card, and they were able to achieve that with the 980. So I'm sure it's going to make NVIDIA fans out there go, hey, woo-hoo, and AMD's just going to go back and say, okay, time to make another card. You guys know how it goes. Now, real quick, folks, before I bounce out of here, like I said at the beginning of the video, this shirt I'm wearing is by the 5-4 Club. Now, these guys are awesome. They're based out of LA, and they make shopping totally easy for the guy. You can sign up in less than 60 seconds. Men hate to shop. You can get $120 worth of clothing for 60 bucks. And if you guys want to save an additional 15 bucks, just hit TOT at the checkout. So that's it. Launch day, the GTX 980 from NVIDIA. What do you guys think? Want to see all your comments down below and all that good stuff, because we love to interact with you. Are you planning on upgrading? If so, tell us why. Now, pricing and availability will be down there below that like button, which I hope you guys are going to go Chuck Norris style on, because hell, it's a launch date and this is a pretty cool card. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, Google+, Facebook, and the world. I'm Elric. I'll see you guys back here for another video on launch day.